The race to be the first company to offer Black Friday deals. Here we are. Most companies have already started it, Amazon included. And there are some decent deals. There's also some things you need to look out for where Amazon will actually raise their prices and make it seem like a deal when really it's actually not. In general, though, let's start with some big hitters, which is TV prices in general have just gone down so much over the years. And so now those big screen TV deals are at your fingertips. Hisense on Amazon, all their product line is massively on sale. So depending if you want something big or you want QLED or regular LED, if you're willing to go with an older model, you can save a ton of money. And then itty bitty monitors as well, especially anything that has a Fire TV on it or anything related to Amazon is going to be heavily discounted. As you see here, 32-inch TV for $69.99. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of screen for way well under $100. Speaking of Amazon devices, this is the number one device for me. It's super fast. If you've never used one of these before, I've used other streaming platforms and this one is super fast. I don't like that there's ads on it, but you're not going to compete with this price. Don't forget you can trade it in and you can trade in an old device, any Amazon device. You can even go buy like an old Amazon device on eBay and then trade it in to get an additional 20% off. The discount's not going to be big on $35, but think about other Amazon products that do offer trade-in, like their tablets as well. I'm buying batteries, especially Amazon branded batteries. Here's a little upscale coffee maker. If you're into coffee, check out this coffee machine. It makes coffee at the perfect temperature. And if you're a coffee enthusiast, it's gonna like it pays off after like not going to Starbucks or coffee for 3 months. We do have the Meta Quest 3S. This is going to be the best deal. They have a 256 gigabyte version as well, but this is going to be the best like bang for your buck. If you want to go a little bit bigger, you are going to spend a little bit more money. But it is a good time to check out the Meta Quest or the Meta Ray-Ban glasses if you're into that. Controllers, I know you could probably get this for $49.99 if you go into a Best Buy or something like that. But you got to also think about the convenience of just ordering online and not having to drive and not having to park and do all those things. So, not a bad deal if you need a new controller, especially if you want an officially licensed one. Storage capacity, whether you have a Steam Deck, a retro gaming system, a camera, these things come in handy. The best 256 gigabyte deal is going to be this. I would not shy away from getting like new. Like new is just somebody returned it. They never used it, or maybe they used it and then returned it. But for an extra $3 off, I would totally do it, but that's up to you. If you're going to bump up to 512 or 1 terabyte, we are going to be recommending the Samsung Select here, both the 512 or the 1 terabyte. So you can see that the 256, you're better off going with the PNY, but the 512 or the 1, you want this. And again, I don't know if I'd go like new with a 1 terabyte because then like right the downside risk is a little higher, but I might check those out as well. It looks like there's some refurbished ones or returns for sale. When it says like new, like in my experience, like new is like basically still sealed. A lot of times it is. Now, some controllers. You got the 8-bit Dough Pro 3. This is a serious controller. If you didn't need that PlayStation controller, I definitely get this one, especially for any kind of retro gaming or emulation. Super cool controller, and to get it on a nice little discount is wonderful. Makes a great gift as well. We've got the GameSir Supernova at $39.99. Another really great, more Xbox style controller, so very different than the 8-bit Dough, but kind of has its own things and got a lot more LEDs on there as well. The GameSteer Cyclone 2, another one, maybe a little less, if you want white versus black, probably going to be the big difference there, but both really capable controllers. And then if you want a controller for a tablet or your phone, I'm recommending the GameSir X5 Lite, and at $27.99, not bad at all. If you are going to be finding a hard drive, check out this Lexar. You get a 2 terabyte external SSD for $110. That could be a really cool little hold of your ROMs, your emulation. Put a little coin ops or put something on there. Even as a backup drive, really good. It's going to be really fast and USB Type-C. Chargers, you get a double 20-watt fast charging, both USB-C and USB-A. And with the cables, both works for iPhone and Android. Pretty good way to go. Power banks, there's a bunch of deals. Ugreen and Anchor both have really good deals, but this one's kind of the best bang for your buck because they do sell like a 200-watt one, but this one's definitely pretty nice. Portable monitor, if you want a little 15.6 gigabyte for a secondary monitor, or you want to hook up a Raspberry Pi to it or some sort of mini PC, makes for a really good portable system. Maybe you're going on an airplane or just want a second monitor on the go. Bring it to a coffee shop, whatever. $49.99, not bad. Normally 80. That's a pretty good deal. LG. So first I have the cheaper one. Okay, so cheap. I would just go high refresh rate, at least 144 hertz, and low resolution. Here you go, under $100. Good responsive monitor. Remember, you could just go and buy this TV, but the TV is going to have a slow refresh rate. So if you just care about the big screen TV, I would just get a TV and hook your computer and play retro games on that. But if you want a little higher refresh rate for like some AAA gaming, on a lower performing machine, go with this. If you can afford a 4K, go for it, or a 1040p or 1440p, go for it. Here's my upgrade pick though for those ballers out there. OLED. I'm running OLED now. I'll never go back. A high refresh rate OLED screen, nothing comes close. It's the ultimate experience. There is nothing better, in my opinion, unless you're gonna go like with like an LG. You go with like an LG. I think it's what C1 OLED TV. That might be a is it C1 or C4? Whatever their highest end LG is. That's the only way you're gonna get a better experience. And now depends on if you're putting it in a living room or not. But OLED looks amazing. PlayStation 5. So here in America, we were told tariffs and the PS and Sony was like, "Hey, we're raising the prices on all the PS5s." So it's good to be able to get one under the $500 mark in general. So here you go. By the time you pay taxes on it, depending on what state you're in, it'll be closer to 500, but not bad at all. And then we saw the controller deal as well. For you Apple people out there, I mean, I'm a believer now. If I wasn't a PC person and I didn't know a lot about computers, like Apple has one of the best bang for your dollar. The only thing that bothers me about Apple still is what the memory thing. But the M chips are freaking fantastic. They're fast. The operating system is fast. I got it. Their webcam is nice. Everything on this computer is great. I've seen it, but this is what I don't like. They have to pay $200 extra just to go from a 256 gigabyte drive to a 512. That's a little ridiculous. Apple, a $200 difference for 200 gigabytes, ridiculous. But I also heard that memory prices are going up. I follow a lot of gaming laptop news, and a lot of people are saying that RAM and hard drives, storage in general, are going up at a rapid rate right now. So they're saying that buying a computer next year, these prices are going to be even worse. Like as far in America, I don't know how I'm sure internationally they're going to be just as bad. So when it comes to the RAM and the storage, those prices are going to go up. So they're saying, back to Apple and back to this gaming laptop here, the Strix, it might be a good time to buy before the end of the new year, because those prices are going to go up. You could get a 5060 laptop with the top end specs around $1,000. This isn't the best one by any means, but a lot of people do like that Asus. They often have the highest TDP, so you get the best performance out of the graphics cards that are often attached to them. But I would also check out Lenovo. I think they're just as good and amazing, well-built laptops. If you want the best price, I would go with the HP Max, which I'm running right now. But you do have to. If the price is good, but it doesn't perform nearly as well. But it's still a powerhouse. So MacBooks or the Asus gaming laptop there. Any Amazon device you can think of, whether it's the tablet, which is great, the Fire Stick, their security cameras, their Insignia TVs, like really good middle of the road as far as performance, but super cheap. So you get a really good deal. They are still allowing you to side load. So you can run emulation and other things on their tablets and their Fire Sticks. But some people are saying on the newer devices, on the new operating system, they're not going to allow that anymore. It's going to be harder to get that to work. So it might be a good time to pick one of those up. They have controllers and security cameras as well. You take your pick. They've got some good deals. The other thing is Wi-Fi 7 now is becoming more and more of a regular occurrence. I'm running the TP links. I like them. I like a mesh system because I need a longer distance. This is not the one I have right now. I have the 10. I would try to get, I mean, if you're gonna spend the money, I would try to get something with a 10 gigabit port on the back. But the arrows are gonna be cheaper then at that point. So these are 600, 700. The arrows are 600. So the arrows are a little bit better of a deal. And you can see here, you can see some of the stuff I buy throughout the years. A lot of stuff for my kids, a lot of food items, especially coffee, chocolate, baby wipes, but essentials, batteries. So what I would do here is just look for the red tag. Go to your buy again tab and then go through and look for the Black Friday deals. And then if it's something that you need to restock, I would just. So there you have it. Amazon Black Friday deals. Links in the description. Good luck. Have fun.